yeah. No, we are not
Awesome.
really live. We are not
Yep.
really live. I'm bullshitting you guys. Today it's pre-recording. This is Sunday, that's why I'm not chef. But who gives a fuck? Nobody gives a fuck. Today I'm welcoming one of my long-time friend and fitness expert. And yes, I had so many professional fighters in that show that I had so many satirical questions asking me about fitness, and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to answer all those questions, but I'm gonna get you someone that can. And yes, today I'm welcoming live from Malaysia my good friend Jordan Chin. Hello, Jordan.
Hey, what's up,
Hello.
bro? How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Well, I'm doing amazing,
Yeah,
especially
awesome.
when it's Sunday midday.
Yep.
So today, me and Jordan, or especially Jordan, because I'm just here as the host to ask a question to my friend Jordan. So we're gonna discuss about fitness,
Oh
if you
yeah,
don't
sure.
mind. Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah,
like
sure.
I know Jordan for almost 10 years. It's a
Yeah,
long
since
time ahead.
long time since
Yeah, a long time.
2013.
Oh yeah. That's
Yep.
almost. So it's long time. And Jordan went from, we can say, a bit
Just say fat.
chubby to
Just say
a
fat.
fucking monster. Guys, I'm gonna show you some picture of Jordan. You're gonna be amazed. It's incredible. Okay.
Yeah.
But first, before launching all those questions and having that overdue talk, let's get the title of that show. Game on, guys. Game on. Boom.
What's up?
And yeah, and we are back. Music in the background is popping, and we have, guys, 30 minutes more or less to talk about fitness and I will try to go all around the question of the fitness industry conditioning, because Jordan knows his shit, and that's how we will proceed. I launch our little bar downstairs, and Jordan. So welcome, Jordan. Can you tell us a bit more about yourself, your experience in the fitness industry?
Yeah, sure, of course. Okay, so I've been in the fitness industry for quite some time now, but mainly as a personal trainer. Started off my fitness journey when I was 15, and then I started working as an instructor earlier in the day when there was the difference between instructors and personal trainers, right? So I started off my journey as an instructor, helping clients around and how to use equipment and all that stuff when I was 17 years old. And I worked until I was about 21 before I decided to change into another industry for a good 5.5 years before coming back to this industry as a coach. So yeah, I've got quite some time of experiences in the fitness industry as a personal trainer, as guiding people, changing their lifestyle, changing their physique, motivating them to want to do what they have set out to do with their fitness goals. So yeah, and of course I had my own personal journey as well. I did kickboxing. I started off in fitness when I was doing kickboxing. I was training with Alex back then at Alex Gym in SS2 in Malaysia. Trained with him in kickboxing for quite some time, and then after that went into powerlifting, went into bodybuilding, and then of course I went to all the other different martial arts. That's how I met Arnaud as well. Was trying out MMA and jiu-jitsu and all. And eventually came back to still doing fitness, but right now I'm a boxing coach, and I'm also a certified MMA strength and conditioning coach as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. I didn't knew that about the MMA strength and conditioning
Yep.
coach. So,
Yep. I
wow,
got
if
my
you are in
certification.
Malaysia,
I got my
yeah, if you're in,
certification last year.
wow, if you are in Malaysia, guys, get in touch with Jordan. I can vouch for him. I know the man, and he's more than dedicated. Going back to that question before, I'm asking you about your schedule, training program. Like your body transformation is mind blowing. I mean, like. I know you for quite some time, and if you don't know who Jordan is, let me show you, because I've got my picture. Don't blush, my friend. This is Jordan right now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man. Like, I have more picture. That's a crazy physique. I mean, like training wise.
Yeah.
I've got more picture. That's insane. That's insane. How you you see, I'm mind blown. How you went from an ectomorph physique to this physique, to this crazy bodybuilder aesthetic physique?
Yeah, well, because like, look, okay, I've always had this childhood dream of stepping on stage, either in any competitive sport, like either in bodybuilding, fit physique, or even in martial arts. So martial arts is currently, well, I really want to get into boxing, like competitive boxing, but that will be soon, probably next year. But for the time being, I'm actually preparing for a bodybuilding show that's happening in December in KL, in Montclair and KL. So yeah, well, what happened was that I've always admired people with really good physiques and like muscular physique, because I've always been a very fat kid, and always had body conscious, that whenever I see guys that will, I think this is quite typical stories, like when guys like will just go to the pool, and then they'll take off their shirt, and some of them, because they're athletes, because they had like at least a nice shape, and I was this guy with this huge fat all over, even my waistline and the chest area, and I felt really self-conscious. I was really self-conscious, and I always felt embarrassed about how I looked, because I was like really just obese. Even to the point I actually became obese. Like you couldn't even see my neck. Now you can't see my neck because of my beard, but you know what I mean. It's like I was like really fat. So I just needed a change, and my mom also wanted me a change as well, because she was worried about my health. So she gave me some money, and it's like, hey, you know what? There's a gym nearby. Go ahead. And that's how I got into the gym, and then that's how I met Alex, and then he became my first ever coach, and then he's been my coach for a very long time before I went to other gyms and I started training with other arts and other stuff.
Talking about it, then let's pop the question, training wise, because like to get from how I know Jordan back in 2013 to the Jordan of 2021. Quantify it. What is your schedule? What is your program? Tell us a bit more about like reaching that kind of physique. It's mad. I mean, like,
yeah. Well, so basically, for my current program, I'm sticking more to a bodybuilding program. It's because I'm currently under a bodybuilding coach that is helping me to prepare myself for this competition. Because you're going to be on you're going to be with a bikini underwear, like thongs, like going on stage and posing, doing all your poses. So I'm currently following a bodybuilding program, training 6 days a week, hitting all the larger muscles, like chest, back, legs, twice a week. And then at the same time, right now that my studio is actually open, I'm finally incorporating back some boxing into my workouts as well. So basically, in the morning I train boxing. I'll be working on footworks. I'll be working with the back, and if my partner is there, we'll work on pad works. So that's my training in the morning, and then in the afternoon, about 1-2 o'clock, when I don't have clients. To train. If I don't have clients to train, then I'll work on my bodybuilding. I work on isolation training right now.
Exactly. That's the point I was coming to. because in the fitness industry, in the bodybuilding industry, and I know just a bit about it, there is what we call the split. You split your muscle group during the week, or like some athlete, me for example, I don't like to split because I work more on conditioning. I do everything every day. So for people who don't understand the logic between training, say you train all one specific muscle group on the Monday, and you let it rest till the next week or till the process of ripping the fibers and letting the fiber consolidate. How do you work at the moment, Jordan?
So at the moment for me, because I'm preparing for a bodybuilding show, so I split Monday, Thursday is chest, Tuesday, Friday is legs, and then on Wednesday, Saturday is back. So I train focus mainly on the larger muscle groups because I don't focus so much on smaller muscle groups because, as you can see, I'm born with shorter limbs, and my arm muscles, my shoulder muscles, my leg muscles are actually quite thick, like naturally quite thick because I'm born this way. So it can grow really easily. So this program that I'm currently doing is designed specifically for my body part, because if I overtrain, like example, if I work too much on the bicep or tricep just a little bit more, it grows too big, and it grows a lot more, and then my body will not look proportionate. You see, so because bodybuilding is
it's about aesthetic, right? It's about aesthetic.
It's about aesthetic.
I have this problem with taking too much care of my face after I get too sexy, and voila.
Yeah, it still look good, bro.
I still look good. You see?
Yeah, you still look good. Yep, that's right. And then, like, I gotta be honest, like, back to the previous thing I was saying, just a quick mention. I gotta be honest, bro. You were partially the inspiration for me to really want to change my physique, because every day I see you in the gym. Like back then when I was working in PJ in the gym, Muay gym with you. You were training fighters. You were training for your fight as well. And then every time when I look at you, you take off your shirt, and I was like, oh shit, I want to look like that.
You know what? I can give you a quick funny story. And if my memory is right, I think it was at one championship. I think it was at one championship 8, but I'm not so sure. But true story and funny story. I was doing the weighing backstage before doing the how you call that, the public weighing, fake weighing when you are in front of the crowd and you. And I was backstage, and we go to make the weighing with me and Shinya, and I go on the scales, and it was Mitchellson from one championship. We say, oh, and he say out loud, oh, you should be how do you call that, like a fitness model or aesthetic model, you know. And on that day, I thought he was bullying me, like it was making a joke, because I'm a fighter, I'm not a model. And I went rampage at him. I went all over him, and now back in, 10 years later, I'm like, maybe he was just trying to be nice, And I went like, fuck you. You see, sometimes you're young and you're stupid and cocky. Voilà, that's funny. But I personally, I admire people who can build a body to reach aesthetic physique, because it's more complicated than people would believe it. Let's keep moving forward, my friend Jordan.
Sure.
So I went online and I pick the most common fitness question that people are always asking their fitness coach, their trainer. And I'm like, Jordan is here. Let me put the question to his face, and he's going to try to answer. Because me, I'm just out. Voila. Let's go.
Yep.
Do I need to work out every day, Jordan?
Possibly, yes. Short answer, yes, but it also depends on your current situation and your current physique. Either way, just a quick one, either way, whatever physique or whatever fitness goals you're trying to achieve, ideally you would like to work out 5 to 6 times a week. So it's almost every day. You need 1 to 2 days to break, but you need to push on most of the days, and 5 to 6 days of training will be ideal with 1 day break. But of course, it really depends on your lifestyle, right? It really depends on your lifestyle and the goal that you're trying to achieve.
I personally agree. Like,
Yeah.
I do believe that a good daily habits drive results. So
That's
I mean,
right.
like,
That's
uh,
right.
see, if you start to play weak, you're not gonna achieve the result. So I
Yeah.
do agree.
Yeah.
Let's keep moving forward. The second question that is always mentioned by students and newcomer in the gym
Yeah.
is how long should I work out for?
Well, again, it should depend on the goal that you're trying to achieve. Like example, if you're trying to be a fighter, you have to put in minimum of 3 hours, 2 sessions a day. I mean, if possibly, if you could, if not 2 hour sessions, but it has to be intense. It has to be precise. It has to be exactly what you're supposed to do, right? Example. So that's on the fighter side. Then on a bodybuilding side, if your goal is aesthetics, then yes, it's usually about 1.5 hours to 2 hours of training because you need to isolate the muscle groups, right? Example, when you're doing your back or you're doing your chest muscles, you need to isolate and do certain exercises and make sure you get the intensity right? Because if the workout has no intensity, then you're not really training. You're just cruising along and just having just cruising. You're not really training. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh la la. It's like when I am at my gym and I see the guy with the phone on the machine.
Yeah, on the phone, and it's like, yeah. It's like, dude, what are you doing?
I
Yeah.
always believe that I prefer to make 45 minutes intense, hardcore, in hell than like 2 hours and the guy is on the phone. And you see that all the time. Guys, if you are at the gym, drop your phone, leave it in your fucking locker, please.
Yeah.
So yeah, like on my point, like I'm trying to make it short and intense, but you're totally right, Jordan. It depends of the goals that you are trying to achieve.
Yep.
Moving forward, how can I increase the lean muscle mass? I know this one is tricky, but I'm sure you can answer it for everybody.
Well, I've got 2 pointers for this. So the first pointer will be training and exercise. You can never skip that, okay? Never, ever, you can ever skip that. There's no way around it. Unfortunately, that is the truth. Try skipping it for so many years, didn't work out, so I still had to come back to it. But the biggest pointer for this one to take home will be dieting. So you really have to you have to eat lean protein, clean carbohydrates, and healthy fats. You cannot just be eating McDonald's every day. I mean, this is just an example. I'm not accusing anybody of eating McDonald's every day, but yeah, I like McDonald's too. All right, so but it's not something I can go all the time and eat like a quarter pounder and just expect to have lean muscle mass, right? I'll instead be what they call dirty bulking, and I put on a lot more fat mass. I look big, but it's just fat, right? So clean.
But if I may ask, can I stop you because I have an interesting question?
Sure.
You see most of the time people at the gym. At least I see people, they are what they call bulking. They get very big, and after when they reach the competition stage, they start to shred and get very lean. So is there a difference between the lean muscle mass and like bulking, bulking and getting smaller for competition?
Yeah. So
just wondering. I mean, like,
sure, of course, sure, I understand. So to answer that question, basically there's 2 things. One is called bulking through dirty bulking. That means you're eating completely rubbish, not a protein that's not clean, carbohydrates that's not clean. Basically, as I say, you're eating fried stuff. You're eating like sweet potato fries each time. Just for carbohydrates, right? So that's just an example. So that's dirty bulking. Dirty bulking, I'm not saying you cannot get bulky, but the problem is the bulk will come more from fat mass. It's not lean muscle mass. What we want to try to achieve, especially with even as a fighter or even if you're just doing aesthetics, you want to achieve lean muscle mass because that's what counts the most. That's what makes you look great. Especially look confident, and not only that, you become stronger as well because you're basically adding more lean muscles. You're adding more muscles to your body, right? So not only you look good, but you get stronger. So yeah, there are 2 different things. So if you want to get lean mass, I would personally don't even would not even advise anybody to get into a dirty bulk. I think the whole dirty bulk theory is a very old school idea that's not scientific based. It's just out of touch from reality. So
42 years old.
Yeah, I know.
That's why.
Yeah.
I'm still back in the day for it. Okay. Yeah. No, I do believe, but that's the myth that we hear at the gym. Like when you're in the locker, you always have the guy, oh, I'm bulking, and after I'm gonna shred. So that's an old
That's right.
old fitness mindset. Okay.
Yeah. Also, yeah.
Okay, fine by me. I keep going. I've got many questions for you. I love questions. I want
brother.
many answers. Beam, how much weight should I use when I do strength training?
Well, you should use the weight that you can lift. I mean, there's no point trying to lift something really heavy and do some kind of like ego lifting, and then you're not able to perform the exercise movement correctly and properly as well. Then, if you can, two pointers that I just made. If you lift too heavy to the point where you cannot lift, so what we call ego lifting, you are performing the exercise dangerously. That could hurt your joints and possibly tear the muscle. And the other one will be you're not engaging the muscle that you're trying to hit, like at least not to its full potential, right? You're using other muscle groups to, the example of bicep curl. When you're lifting a bicep curl, you're supposed to be like straight, and you're supposed to just mainly engage the bicep, right? 90% on the bicep. 10% could be from your other body movement. I mean, like your entire upper body moving because you're tired. That's fine, because you're tired anyway. But usually we try to restrict that as much as possible and just focus on the muscle itself. So yeah, how much weight you should use? Purely what you can lift.
What you can lift
at the stage. Yeah, what you can lift, basically. Yes.
So strength training. Very short number of reps and as heavy as you can lift without damaging the form of the move.
That's right.
That's
Absolutely.
how I would understand it. Okay.
Yes, that's right. Absolutely.
Okay. Next. Whoop. What training should I be doing to lose weight? That's the Sampitreal question everybody asks me. Oh la la. What training should I do if I want to lose weight?
Well, I mean, like weight in general is a very vague term, but I would just try to make it short by saying, so in general, fitness, if you're just trying to lose weight, add more cardio, but also add weight training, because you have to build muscles besides just losing fat, because you can only have one more or the other more, you see. So it's so example, like you can either have more fat mass or you have more lean muscle mass. So that's it. So if you want to reduce the weight, like really fast, or like reduce more weight, cardio is the best to do because it burns a lot more calories. However, you still need to build muscle mass, you still need to strengthen your muscles, because your muscles are there to support your body. If you don't strengthen your muscles, then I mean, I forgot one more thing. Muscles actually helps increase your metabolic rate as well. The more muscle you have, the higher burning metabolic rate that you have, right? If you don't have that and you just do only cardio, like a lot of people, like how a lot of old timers will do it, right? They just end up putting their fat back really quickly as well. As fast as they lose it, as fast as they gain back, because they're not increasing their burning metabolic rate, which only comes through building muscles.
I love it. And last question, most popular question that I can find online. How often should I rest?
So I would rest based on, so it really depends. Like for me, I rest once a week, sometimes twice, but most of the time I try to stick to one because I like pushing myself. But of course, if on that day itself I don't feel good, I felt like I have not rested enough, I would just decide, okay, rest is so important for my growth and for my progress. I have to chill out, the entire day. So I would say it's based on the individual itself, like how much you can push. You shouldn't overdo it. You shouldn't over push. You should take rest when you need it. So there's no set numbers. Usually I'll try to keep it between 1 to 2, but there's literally no set numbers. It really depends. So a beginner would need to rest a bit more, because if they train 2 or 3 times a week and then suddenly their muscles start to get really sore and they can't really move, they need to rest at that time. So they might rest 3 or 4 times, have 3 or 4 rest days. But as you progress, as you get more advanced, like you and myself, we are quite seasoned athletes, in our respective sports, right? So we rest according to how we need to rest, and when our body tells us, look, you need to chill, right? Yeah.
I would say push yourself, but listen to your body. Not
That's right.
never reach the break.
Never
How
reached
you
the
call
point
it?
where you
Break
would
your point.
feel like, yeah,
Break point.
yeah, that's right. So
Yeah.
there's a
Oh.
overtraining is so real and it's so dangerous. You would think like, for me, I actually overtrained twice in my life. That scared the crap out of me because like the first time I overtrained, I was lucky to get away and just recover after 2 weeks. But the second time, I think was back in 2016. I overdid it. I overtrained, and it took me one whole month just to recover back because I would wake up feeling very tired, very groggy, and then even though I didn't really train for quite some time, or I didn't train intense for a long time, I would still feel really exhausted. So so overtraining is such a real thing. It scares the crap out of me because I don't like stopping. I mean I'm an exercise addict. I love to exercise. I just have to move each time. I don't know if I have ADHD, but anyway, I just love doing it. It's just something I'm addicted to. So either
Yeah,
it's boxing,
yeah.
if it's MMA, whatever, I have to do it, you know?
Imagine like I'm actually like, so Jordan is in Malaysia. I'm in Vietnam. We're still in lockdown. It makes weeks, and I'm becoming an expert of calisthenic training. I'm staying home. I'm doing only body weight, man.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to go to the gym and lift
Yeah.
and box and shit like that.
Yeah.
Man, that's insane. Thank you for all these questions. I'm coming back to my original question, and this time it's about you.
Okay.
Dietetic wise, what's your dietetic looks like?
My diet?
Give us, yeah, man. I mean, like, I will repost your picture because this is, this is my nest. It looks amazing. I mean, like,
yeah. I'm gonna look a lot different this year during the competition, so I'll just wait for that. I'll send you. I'll update
insane.
you. I'll update
Insane.
You, yeah. So
yeah, we're gonna catch up after your competition to see how
yeah.
it went.
Oh sure, yeah, that'll be in December. So like my current diet, basically, I'm eating roughly about. I'm eating actually about 2,600 calories a day, based on my own body weight, right? 206,000.
That's what I drink a day. Yep. That's what I drink a day.
So, yeah, I'm eating that like 2,600 calories a day, based off like, okay, I eat mainly lean chicken breast. I mean, obviously lean, so no skin, no fat, just that have very simple seasoning with garlic powder, paprika, and all, and just a bit of salt, lime salt. So just for some flavor, and mustard just to eat. So yeah, I mean, because I like mustard. So so mainly chicken breasts, mainly rice vermicelli because it's very low in calories, but it keeps me. It doesn't make it just. I mean, it keeps me full, a little bit full. Not to say really full, but yeah, it's just full enough that I won't go crazy hungry, and I won't search for. I mean, to curb my binging, because I have a problem with binging. I like to binge a lot. So and then snacking. Yeah. It's like crazy. It's like if I don't satisfy my hunger, give me 30 minutes and I'll start searching for the next thing to eat, really, and I'll be like, chips,
yeah,
and then
or something to break when you're hungry.
Exactly. So I would mess the whole diet up immediately. So I always have to keep myself fixated, right? So rice vermicelli is low in calories and it just keeps me good in a good place. Brown rice for carbohydrates. So these two are my main carbohydrates. Protein, I have tilapia. I mean, like, tilapia fish. That's really high in protein, low in fat. Chicken breast, also high in protein, low in fat. And I eat about four eggs a day, 4 whole eggs a day. So that's and for fats, olive oil and extra virgin olive oil and peanut butter, natural peanut butter. It's like whole stone grinded peanut butter that we get. So you are
keeping it very, very, very strict.
Yeah, very strict.
At the moment. Wow.
Yeah, at the moment we're strict. So
you don't want to see my breakfast with the peanut butter.
I can't wait for a buffet. Honestly, I told my coach, is like, seriously, December's my birthday. I don't want to have a diet that time. I mean, I'll keep the diet Monday to Friday, but weekend I gotta go for a buffet. I gotta eat.
And Malaysia, I mean, like, you live in Malaysia. Malaysia is the #1 place in the world for food. I mean, like, when I was in Malaysia, it was insane. I mean, like, you have all the food of the world. And
Yep.
that's just like, oh la la.
Yeah, so you have the local food, and then you have the Asian food, local Asian food that's kind of mixed as well. And then after that, if you go into KL, you have, in fact, brother, since the last time you were here, the European cuisine started to spread throughout PJ area already. So we actually have more and more people searching for European cuisine, and it's all in PJ. So it's
I
like it's insane.
promise that as soon as this lockdown is finished and we can finally once again travel to Asia, I'm
Yeah.
going to have a fight and I'm going to go see Malaysia, my friend
Yeah.
Paul Theo, you. I miss
come
so
over, man.
much Malaysia. My best friend, my training partner, my partner in crime, Vinod, is living also in Ho Chi Minh, and we stuck for months and we can't wait to see the family in Malaysia.
Yeah.
When that's a question that I have in mind, because that's my problem, and I can put in the same scale fighting and like reaching the aesthetic goal, the perfect aesthetic goal. When do you know, Jordan, that enough is enough, that you reach your goals?
Honestly, I haven't reached mine yet, so I still have a lot of things I want to achieve, even in with my physique, and even in, as I mentioned earlier, in boxing and fighting. So I have a lot more to go. So aesthetic-wise, my goal is to look like a Greek sculpture. All right.
That's not bad already. I would say.
Yeah, and I want even more. So I've never been.
Okay.
So this is lean. Like the current photo that they're showing is, I'm lean at my leanest, right? I'm at about 10% body fat, 9.8% body fat. So I want to go even lower. I want to get shredded. So this competition, my goal is to get extremely shredded, to the point you see me, and to the point, I look good in the freaking underwear going on stage, going like this on stage. So I want to do that, and if possible, I want to do it twice, if my career allows me to. So it's like, if it's possible, I would like to do it twice in my life, because after that, I have to focus on boxing already. I have to focus on training myself for fights, for whatever, that has to come up, that will build my career as a boxing coach and also a strength conditioning coach.
And if I may, Jordan, how old are you now?
I'm 30. I'm 32, turning 33 by December.
Yeah, so boxing is okay. You still have a lot of time. If it was like mixed martial arts, it's like, but boxing, you can still do it.
Yeah. So I'm giving myself until 35 to achieve all this.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have a very short
to-do list. Interesting.
Yeah. So it's like 35. I gotta go for two bodybuilding competitions, one or two, depending if it doesn't get canceled or postponed again, because it's been so frustrating. So it's always been canceling. So it's like, if it doesn't cancel and everything goes as planned, I want to achieve 2 bodybuilding shows. I don't care if I win. I just want the experience. I want to get up there. I want to look great. I want to feel amazing. I don't care about everybody else. I'm just doing it for myself. And then boxing, yes, I do want to get into boxing competitions, all before or at the end, until 35, until at the end of 35, before I turn 36, to achieve all these goals, to train myself for all these goals. Because by then, I need to slow down a little bit. I'm trying to slow down a little bit.
Let's not go this far. Let's not go to 2025 and 2026, but 2022, next year, if COVID situation give us a bit of freedom, what is your main project next year?
So main project will still be in bodybuilding. At least one more in bodybuilding. And then after that, start training for a boxing fight. So these are my 2 goals for 2022.
That's some serious goal for 2022.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I think we mostly talk about everything. I mean, that was the whole point of this meeting with you, this podcast with you, Jordan. Jordan, we're gonna conclude this interview, but before saying bye-bye to everybody who's watching from the cocoon, from their home, I will leave you the mic. I will let you drop some link, website, anything you want to promote from yourself, your friend, your career, your future. I drop the mic and I vanish from the screen. I let you talk with the fans, the friends. people who are watching the game talk.
Sure. Hey guys, my name is Jordan. You can find me on Instagram. There are two accounts, Coach Joe Fitness and also Jordan Ojoda Antaliente. You can search on Instagram for me for more updates on what I do and where I'm training at. So currently, I have partnered up with my gym partner to open up a studio in Desa Sri Hatamas. We offer boxing, judo, jiu-jitsu, and also PTK. If anybody is familiar with PTK, the Filipino weapon-based martial art. So we offer these 4 classes, very complete 4 classes, and it's a private studio where we offer all the classes every night. Every night we have 1 class, and we have amazing coaches there. And also we do personal training in the studio as well. We have all the equipments needed, strength equipments, and also monkey bars and all that as well, battling ropes and all that. So for your strength conditioning, that I will be helping anybody who wants to reach out to me for that.
Wow, that's awesome. You know what, guys? I will do even better. You just have to look into not the comment section, but under the video, I will put all the link for you. You just have to follow the link to find Jordan on social media, or if you want to train with him in Malaysia. Jordan, thank you so much for taking this time with me today and being able to answer all my questions about fitness. I will wish you
to Yep. Nice to catch you again.
No, I can't wait. I'm craving for some Malaysia time, my friend.
I'm also planning to hit to Vietnam once this borders open, by the way.
Man,
so I will be looking for you and Binod.
My guess. You can stay at my place. We're gonna tour you up. For now, Vietnam is very, very quiet, very calm. But soon, I think it will re-become my favorite country in Asia. Stay awesome, Jordan. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to follow us, to like the page, to give us a like, to share the video, to give a comment, anything you want. Don't forget to find Jordan on his social media, link under the video. Love you, game on, stay awesome, and I leave you with our intro. Bye bye, guys. Always, game on.